Hello! Welcome to another Wednesday video where I will theorize about the second half of the second season. Okay, this is the awkward bit where I have to admit that I was wrong. I will be eating my keyboard, as it looks like this is indeed not Ophelia Frump as I had predicted. But it has been pointed out that in the Netflix additional cast voices, there is a Francoise character listed, and based on the order of appearance, it appears to be the woman who Wednesday liberated. And the only Francoise that we know in the Wednesday universe was Tyler's mother. For anyone that has forgotten it, Tyler's mum, whom we all thought was dead, was a Hyde. I guess I should say she was presumed dead, having died at Willow Hill. But she's clearly alive and well. Well, she's not well, but you know what I mean. It actually makes sense. There wasn't an obituary for her in the Mirror of Obituaries, because it was collated by Sheriff Gulbin and his partner, and they would know about his wife's supposed death and not need a visual aid. And it would make sense that he would be invested, not only for his son's sake, but also his wife's, whom he really loved. There have been several good hits that someone should have picked up. One was from as early as the end of season 1, when we learned that Tyler was part outcast as his mum was a Hyde, and that his mum had been committed to Willow Hill. We even saw her medical file. Thing stole it from the sheriff's garage, and Laurel Gates was also showing it to Tyler when she was grooming him. Since his mum's condition was allegedly triggered by postpartum depression, and with Tyler being a teenager, she would have been committed to Willow Hill 16 or 17 years ago. We now know that Willow Hill was at the time the fiefdom of Gus Stonehearst, and that any outcast unfortunate enough to end up there would be experimented upon by Dr. Gus and his equally sadistic daughter. Which brings us to the discussion that Wednesday was having with a sneaky Dr. Fairburn in episode 2 of season 2. Dr. Fairburn was commenting about how Tyler was particularly manipulative and uncooperative, but that she had never dealt with a Hyde before, which, as we all know now, was a lie. And she followed that with another lie about how Marilyn Thornhill was denying being Tyler's master, which she definitely wasn't denying when we saw her in episode 4. Finally, in terms of hints, in the whole of episode 4, Marilyn Thornhill kept going on about how she's Tyler's real mom, and Tyler was very clearly not agreeing with her, making what can only be construed as a very bold statement on the issue. With all that talk about mom issues, and with his father now dead, what better way to continue the arc of Tyler by resurrecting, in a way, the character of his mother? It also may explain why we didn't see what transpired between Tyler and Wednesday in that face-off in the final moments of the mid-season finale. Tyler could have been ready to kill Wednesday, or kiss her, when Francoise may have interjected from the sidelines, recognizing him in his Hyde form. And maybe we should look at the Hyde sightings in the second trailer with more scrutiny. Could it be Francoise and not Tyler? Or could there be a connection with that syringe that Wednesday is holding? Maybe a cure or serum of some sort, developed with a contribution of Tyler's mom. Anyway, I do have to eat crow in addition to keyboard for thinking that this was Ophelia, but I still think I'm right about her being the big bad. My position, for anyone still watching, is that Ophelia is inducing Wednesday's "I die because of you" inhibitions, and that she's doing that in order to get some sort of revenge on Hester and Morticia. We see all three Gilmore Girls doing something that looks like a seance in the trailer for the second part of season 2 and talking about secrets of the past. That's definitely about Ophelia, yes? And she still fits all my theoretical requirements for the big bad. One other theory for the future, because it has gone so well for me so far, is about the Da Vinci students, who I believe will play some critical role in the final part of the season due to being constantly mentioned in the first 4 episodes, having been unheard of previously. I note that in this article about our old friend Gus, it is mentioned that he mentored the Renaissance Club, who launched a ceremonial ornithopter in his honor after learning about his condition. An ornithopter is a craft that flies, flapping its wings, and Leonardo da Vinci is considered a prime example of a Renaissance man. Coincidence? With Brian's resurrection and his connections to Dr. Gus, and with Dort shutting down the Nightshades, it seems we have a new student group that is gaining importance in the school, possibly the group with the strongest ability. And that's it from me. Let's see how many mistakes I will make in this one. Thankfully, nobody's watching. Anyway, if you did enjoy this, please consider liking or subscribing. As always, thanks for watching.